All right, the Barber Session is here, the podcast episode 2. And today, as promised, man, we're delivering you one of the top industry leaders. And what our plan is with this podcast is provide content, especially for these new wave barbers who are looking for that mentorship, who are looking for insight from people who are successful behind the chair, man, and outside the chair. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Your host, Chris Basio and Christian Perez.
Tonight, we have a very special person, somebody that I've had a lot of mentors in my life, but was very important and very crucial in my development as a barber. As a young barber and looking up to people in the industry, I picked up the phone and I called up Jessie Lima, and I asked him if I could shadow him, and without even missing a beat, he said, absolutely, just come by. And he took me under his wing, showed me a lot. This guy's a pioneer in the industry, Team Exotics.
And I think I was there before you made that phone call. I remember in barber school, you know, he was kind of like a myth, like a legend, a living legend,
an urban legend.
Yeah, urban legend. People would just talk about his skills. They talk about his work ethic. They talk about the type of money this man was making as a barber. And for a lot of my barber schooling, he was a big influence and a big motivating factor because I knew where the bar was at. And I remember being in that in the lunchroom and kind of chatting about you, and that's kind of, you know, obviously those aren't things you know about until you actually talk to somebody like that. And I remember we were like going back and forth, and you were like, forget it, I'm just gonna call him.
Yeah, I remember that. You were like, are you serious? You for real? I remember getting back from the shop the first time. What did you say? What did you learn? A member of Team Exotics. He's been all over the country, educating, judging some of the biggest battles. It's amazing. One of the pioneers in our industry. So with that, how you doing tonight, Jesse?
Oh man, I'm great, Chris, man. Appreciate you guys having me on here.
That's what's up. You gonna start off with some questions?
All right.
What does barbering change my life mean to you?
Barbering changed my life. I mean, it's in the words. Barbering changed my life. For the people that know my story, they know what it is, and the people that don't know my story, I mean, basically, I come from a line of barbers: mother, father, grandfather, uncle. So as a kid growing up around that, I hated it. I said that I would never be a barber. I would never touch clippers. When people asked me if I was going to be like my dad, I said, hell no. You know? And, you know, through obstacles in my life, you know, things that change, you know, almost losing both of my parents to 2 separate car accidents. You know, I had to be a man and hold down the household. And once my father's money ran out, I had to figure out a way to compensate. So I tried working, but just out of nowhere, out of curiosity, bro, I grabbed some clippers and drew on somebody's head, and I found that, yo, I can make money doing this, and I liked it a lot. Like, I fell in love with it immediately. So if it wasn't for some clippers, man, I don't know what I'd be doing, because as a kid, I was lazy. My father used to always tell me that yo, when you get older, you better become a millionaire, because you need a maid, because you lazy as hell.
We've all heard that.
You know? Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, if it wasn't for some clippers, man, if it wasn't for barbering, for the art of barbering, I don't know where I'd be. I wouldn't have nothing. I don't know if I'd have what I have right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even material things, bro. I have an amazing wife, kids, my own property, my own cars, business. You know what I'm saying? Like, the friends that I've built throughout being a barber and just all the networking and all of that, man, like, I love it, you know? And if it wasn't for barbering, bro, listen, barbering changed my life. That's what it means. That's what it is. And that's it.
That's what's up. Yo, in that DVD, you said you had to hold down the household as a 14-year-old cutting hair.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah,
14, Basio.
14. What was I doing at 14?
You were probably hooping.
I was just hooping.
I was hooping.
No care in the world.
That's it.
Bro, I was 11 years old when my parents' accident, you know? So at 14 is when I had to start making money. But at 11, between 11 and 14, bro, like, I had to cook, clean, wash, like, all that playing outside and go hang out and stuff, that was done with, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I was able to put my father to sleep so he could, you know, give him his meds, he go to sleep for that, and I know I had a window, 2 hours, an hour, whatever it was. Boom, I go out, yo, let's play. All right, let's do this, baseball, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Let's go do it real quick because I got to be back at the house.
Yeah.
You know, I had a...
And I watched your DVD, and I saw on the DVD you opened up a shop at a very early age.
Yeah, straight out of high school.
And that kind of came from having to grow up kind of early, you know?
Oh, definitely, yeah, man. My high school years, I tell people all the time, my high school years was a joke. I used to cut my teachers, English, math teacher, social studies, the security guards. Like, I cut everybody up in the school. I used to cut hair in woodshop class.
Yo,
for homecoming.
A cut for a grade?
Huh?
A cut for a grade?
I mean...
You don't have to name any teachers, no schools, no school names.
I'll tell you what, my wife, I've been with her since high school, and she was in, like, honor classes and AP classes and all of that. And she used to hate it because her English teacher was one of my clients. So she had no work to do, and she was like, you know, like she loved to do work, like she just liked it, she enjoyed it. So she used to be so pissed because he wouldn't give her anything to do. So where she ended up transferring out of his class just so she could get some work. I'm like, damn, I thought I was looking out for you.
For real.
You know? That's it's crazy.
So Jesse,
yeah,
where do you see this industry in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, man. You know, we've been growing a lot. We've been growing a lot lately, man. Like, you're starting to see us a lot on commercials and movies, and not just barbers cutting hair movies, but like they're using our industry to show people the power that we have. You know, so like there's new things that have been coming into our industry that people never even thought of, or like motivational speaking. You know, like we run the community. Everything goes by us. People get, you know, exposed by us. Like, we help families, either whether it's get together or separate, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. Like, we do a lot more than just cut somebody's hair. We're psychologists, like, you know. So I see that it little by little is starting to get out there. People are starting to respect us, not just as a cutter, somebody that cuts hair. They're starting to put us at that bracket like a doctor or a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I can see us, 5 years from now, man, I see us being well respected.
So, I mean, we were talking about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we talked about how the difference between the respect that stylists get as opposed to barbers. I don't understand that. I don't get why they can charge a certain price and nobody bats an eye. But if we charge a certain price, it's like, man, you're tripping, man. Dude on the street is charging $10, $15 for the same work.
Man, Chris, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I might lose some followers off of this. I might stop getting phone calls to do some shows. But at the end of the day, man, realistically, like, the truth is the truth. That's our fault. We did that. You know, we turned this business into a hustle. So, you know, barbers want to cut each other's throat and drop prices and devalue what we do. And when you drop prices, what do? You drop value. You don't put as much into it because you're not getting as much out of it. So, yeah, I'm going to give you a $10 haircut, right? But I'm not going to shampoo your hair, and I'm not going to pass the razor. When you go across the street, you're going to pay $25 for a haircut, but you're going to get a shampoo, you're going to get a blow dry, you're going to get, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get more for your money. But a lot of barbers, they just look at it like, you know, at the end of the day, time is money. So the more heads you cut, the more money you make. But those are them barbers that just want to be slaves for the rest of life. I don't know about y'all, man, but I like to work and just chill. And if I could do one haircut and charge $100 and take an hour on that one haircut, I'm good. I'd rather cut 30 heads a week and make $3,000 instead of cut 130 people a week to make $2,000. You get me?
I agree 100%, man.
All right, guys, I'm sorry we had to interrupt the podcast. We have a special guest here with Jesse, and we didn't accommodate for it. So I felt like it was important to add him to the podcast because he's a cool dude, and you guys will see it too. So, with all that being said, Jesse.
Well, man, I brought one of my friends with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been to any hair show before, bro, you always see my boy with me. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's always handling the barber and changing my life. Boo. He's the one that I mean, really, that's what y'all see him as. That's what everybody knows him. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's my boy John, a.k.a. Young. He's got his clothing line, Coiffeur. You know, but he's like one of the dopest barbers out here in Tampa.
And the clothing line is dope, by the way.
Oh,
fire.
What, man, not because he's my boy, but I'm gonna say it's the dopest barber clothing line that there is. And people don't even know that that's a barber clothing line. And you know that's why I brought him out here to do this podcast. You know, without even knowing, because you know I feel like he needs to get exposed out there. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get his stuff out there.
But that's what it's about, man. Is you know, creating a platform, having the audience, and then being able to put your peoples on, man. Especially when you have such a dope vision like you do, John. And I saw the clothing myself at the mainstream battle, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it's fire, man. It's like anybody could rock it.
I appreciate that, man.
And I actually looked up the name. That's why I knew. I was like, there's deeper meaning to just coiffeur means something. You know what I mean? So if you want to go ahead and.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the way Coiffure started is I would go to these shows with Jesse, and I'd see everybody there buying different T-shirts from different brands. And, you know, it's more of a support thing, because when you see them walking around, they're all walking around wearing these designer labels, wearing True Religion, wearing Gucci. And I'm like, why don't we have a designer label? Something you could wear to the club. Something your boy who doesn't even care about barbering, who doesn't know the name of one clipper, but he wants to wear it just because it's dope. So I started putting things together, you know what I'm saying? I'd seen Jesse had already did it, and I was like, and I was like, you know, what can I bring to the barber industry? Because I never really had it in me to go up and compete. So I just started thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make something. And you know, from my heritage, I'm 3/4 Honduran, 1/4 Moroccan. So there's a little bit of French in there, and I just thought, you know what? Because barber in French is coiffeur. It's spelled Couifffer, and I was like, you know what? Nobody's gonna pronounce that right. So I just spell it my own way, which is Kwaffer.
That's sick.
And it just kind of came from there. I mean, it's more like you know, I call it coiffeur style gods, because you know, we create style. That's what we do, and it branches out so much further than that, because a stylist wants to wear my clothes, a barber wants to wear my clothes, a fashion designer wants to wear my clothes, because we all create style. And it's really more than barbering. It's something where it's like the world gets to touch in on what we do and enjoy it for what it really is.
That's dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick, and that's vision, and that's creativity, and that's what we need, man. We need people like you. You know what I mean? We need people like you spreading your vision and making it happen more, not just talking about it. And the fact that you are able to see what Jesse's doing and say, you know what, it's time to step up myself, and you know, and create some value to this industry as well. And if you haven't seen what Coiffeur is, can you give them a link or something that they can go check it out?
You can follow us on Instagram at official coiffeur, at official coiffeur, or you can purchase anything at coiffeur.com. That's KWAFER.com.
Dope.
What's up?
So, you ready for the next question, Jesse?
Let's do it.
All right. So the next question, and we asked each other this the last one. It's a simple question, but people want to know, what's your favorite haircut?
Favorite haircut. See, and I heard when y'all were doing the podcast last week, and y'all asked that question, and honestly, like when I heard y'all ask that question, I asked myself, like, damn, what's my favorite haircut? Like, honestly, bro, I just love cutting hair. Like, there's really, I mean, John, what you think? What's my favorite haircut, bro?
Well, I always tell people, you know, Jesse's favorite haircut because 80% of his customers have it. He peer pressures people into whatever's new, because you know, we get these guys that come in and they don't know anything about hair, and Jesse's like, "Yo, I got you," and he's like, "Well, what we gonna do?" "I got you."
You
man.
really
You know
want this? This is
like,
what you want.
I mean, that's what we do, right? We're style guys, right? We
That's
create,
it.
right?
That's it.
I think every shop has that guy. We got a guy, John, too, at the shop. Everybody that steps out of his chair has a comb over. Everybody. Then we got Nate. Every single Nate cut is the Nate cut. You gotta have the arch. It don't matter if they want a high fade. They're gonna keep the arch. If they bald, he's gonna find a way to create that arch on them. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
I mean,
but that's how it is in the shop.
I definitely do that, man. But really, man, if there's a new haircut out there, if there's just something that hasn't been done, like, I just like doing it. I like testing myself. Like, when I got into the barbering thing, I got into it because of the art, right? So I drew on my boy's head. I cut out a dragon, and it was a design. It was dope. I seen the art, but I knew that I had to learn how to do all kind of haircuts. So I like, you know, I knew that I had to know how to do everything, bro. There's nothing that could sit in my chair that I could be like, nah, I don't know how to do. And since I'm an artist, man, I could look at a picture of a textured haircuts is definitely something that I'm kind of into right now. Yeah. Because it's something that barbers don't really do. Barbers don't really use blow dryers. They don't get into the shear work. They just grab the hair with their fingers and cut it. They just cut hair, but they don't style hair with the scissors. They don't cut the hair to the head. They just cut the hair. You know what I'm saying? And there's a proper way of cutting hair to make it fit everybody's head. It's not the same. Yeah, it might be the same kind of haircut, but everybody's head is shaped different. And that's one of the things that my father taught me with cutting hair with shears. He taught me how to cut hair with a comb and a shear. You know what I'm saying? So it says shear over comb. My mother taught me how to cut using my fingers. But I prefer using the comb, the shear over comb technique, because I cut the hair to the style. I don't comb the hair all the way to one side and then just trim it and then style the hair.
Yeah.
No, if I'm doing a comb over, the whole time his haircut is a comb over, and as I'm cutting it, I'm combing it into the comb over as I cut into, and then at the end, when you're looking at it from the beginning to end, you're looking at a comb over.
Yeah.
You're just seeing it shrink.
I like that.
And mold. You know what I'm saying? To the style. So yeah, I mean, favorite haircut to do right now, anything that involves a blow dry, man. The undercut, the comb over, pompadours. You know what I'm saying? Like
Undercut
really,
is real hot
really
right now.
anything with the shears right now, bro. Honestly.
That's dope. And let me ask you a question real quick. Now that we're talking about, styling and stuff, does the price stay the same?
Nah, definitely not. For instance, today I did a haircut where the dude showed me a picture, and what it was a low drop bald fade, right, with a real choppy style cut on top. So of course the way the hair is chopped up and the way it looked in the picture, it's blow dried. So now, just like when you go to the salon, you can get a cut. The haircut's what, $50 with a blow dryer is $75. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just walk out just like that, right?
Yep.
So the haircut easily goes from $25 to $35 right there.
Yep.
And that's just something that you have to put. You have to. It's gonna take you more time. I do my appointments by 30 minutes. That cut took me 45 minutes to an hour to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So time is money. It put me behind, but it is what it is. I came out with a lot more money.
Yeah.
And then the products that you use is definitely a big thing too, man. Everybody just uses gel.
Yeah.
For
every
gel.
cut.
Gel, like barbers, like we gotta get away from being in that closed mind and just be like gel. Like that's all we use. No, man.
So
like there's so
gel
many
fix
other
a
products.
cut.
Oh yeah, it'll fix a cut. It'll lay it down and spike it all up. So if it's uneven, it don't look right. It is what it is. When you put gel, it's good.
We know some gel barbers.
You gotta experiment, man. And selfish plug, bro. Like, I'm part of Team Exotics, and we just came out with a new product, the Exotics Style Serum.
Yeah, we got it at the shop. Definitely.
Yo, when you put the blow dry to that, the way it holds the hair, it's soft, it's bouncy. Like, I did a video on my YouTube showing you how it is, and it's just dope. It gives you that natural flowing look.
And guys, just out of me, man, and I have no affiliation with Exotics. I have all their products at the shop. And one thing and I learned this by going to a class, and this is why I say classes are so important. I sat there in this class, and Curtis Smith, he's the owner of Exotics, right?
Exotics, yeah.
He sat there and he literally told us all the ingredients in all his products, the science of it, and he just says, listen, the top 3 ingredients of the product listed, that's the main ingredients. And if you look at anything out there, and you read those top 3 and you don't know what they mean, I don't know. And so ever since he said that, I've been buying his products. And I look at the top 3, and it's always beautiful stuff. I just like reading it to my clients and upselling. It's an easy upsell because I say, look, these are the top 3 ingredients right here.
Yeah, when people ask me what's the difference, I tell them, well, ask the person that makes that product if they know what's in their product.
Yeah.
Curtis makes this. It's made in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His blood, sweat, and tears, his passion.
That's sick.
That's what he does, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all natural, all organic. And shoot, man, like, I became a part of Team Exotics not because of hype or nothing like that, bro. Like, it was because of a passion that I have. I believed in his product and what he was trying to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was pushing his product without him even asking me to be part of Team Exotics. Without even nothing, I'm like, yo, Kurt, people need to know what this product is. It's amazing. What it does, and it works for all kind of stuff. So, it's great, bro. It's great.
That's dope.
Now, touching on what you were just talking about a little bit ago there, Jesse, as far as it could easily take a haircut from 25 to 35. What can you tell the listeners or any barbers out there that are new in the industry on how you explain that to a customer? Like, how do you explain the value behind that?
They gotta, all right, every client knows what it's like to walk out with a half-ass haircut. Yeah. They know what it is to walk out with a haircut where you just slap gel in the hair, and that's it. They know how they know what it is like for a cover-up, or they know what it is for a basic look. So every time I get a new client and I do the blow dry thing and I do use the different type of products, they just see the attention to detail that I play. Because when you're using those type of products and you're styling hair, is every hair, like the way you grab it, the way you mold it, the way you put it where it's supposed to be, everything's strategically put to give it that look. Yeah. So they see the value that I'm putting into it, the interest that I put into making them look good. And I mean, they could just tell, bro. And I don't know, man. I've never had a client tell me, damn, for real? 35? Like, I thought it was 25. When I booked the appointment, I seen 25 for a haircut. Yeah. You know, and I mean, I'll explain it to them, like, all right, cool. But it's a cut and a blow dry, you know. It's going to be a little bit more. It's going to take me a little more time. All right, cool, yeah, no problem.
Just some insight from me, man. I noticed, and I'm sure this is what, you know, Jesse's been experiencing as of late. You know, obviously you had to grow to where you are today. Mm-hmm. And it took a lot more explaining back in the day than it does now. I feel like when people go to you, they expect to pay more. Yeah. Because 100%. Your reputation fits that, right? Yeah. As of late, man, I raised my prices and it's been super easy to charge more. Like I could upcharge for everything because they just expect more. Yeah. But can you talk about kind of like that journey, that process of getting where you are today?
Well, I'll touch on that, but I think it's more than just who you are, because a lot of people have told me that before, but like, yeah, but you're Jessie Lima. What does that mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could charge that because you're Jessie Lima. What does that mean, bro? I'm just Jessie Lima. I'm just a barber. I'm just a person. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same. I'm just a barber just like you. Yeah. The difference is the way I carry myself. When people look at me, they know I take it serious. Yeah. No, they don't look at me and, oh, this guy must be spending this money on bottles and buying Jordans and buying shoes. No, like, they look at me and he's serious. You know what I'm saying? They know the way I dress when I'm working, the way I carry myself, my conversation with them, all of that plays a role in that. So, for instance, my nephew, right, Adrian Lima, most of you guys know him. He just started cutting hair for 3 years and he charges the same thing I charge. I've been doing this for 17 years. Yeah. You know, he wasn't scared, but he learns and he picks up and he just does whatever I tell him to do. He's gonna do it. He's not afraid. A lot of times we don't charge what we want to charge because we're afraid of a client he's not gonna come back. Or
rejection.
Whatever. So what, man? Let him. You know what? Let him leave and go get that cheaper cut, and he's gonna come right back. Yeah. Guaranteed, he's gonna come right back. And if he doesn't, you really don't want that client. You know what I'm saying? It's that coupon cutting client, or they're just looking for deals all the time. Mm-hmm. But as far as the journey to get to where I'm at, I mean, people hear me say it all the time, and you got to be annoying without being annoying. You got to be in the eye. You got to be, you just got to be involved. You got to pay attention to what's going on in the industry. Like, what did it for me, honestly, was when I moved, changing where I was. I'm originally from Miami. Now I'm up here in Tampa. You know, you would think, oh, Miami, that's where it's at. Like, it's popping, the celebrities and the parties and all of that. But there's so many barbers out there, and being that there's so many barbers, it's not that there's a lot of competition. The thing is that there's a lot of cutthroat, you know, and everybody's just out for the money, for the dollar, and that's it. It's just cut quick, fast, and get this going and go on to the next. When I came up here to Tampa, it was a lot more slow-paced. Everything was a lot more focused. And that's when I found out about hair shows. You know, I was cutting hair for 7 years, and I know nothing about shows. I come up here, and the first year I know about a show, but damn, all right. I knew it. Because I used to always say, there's got to be battles. There's got to be something out there for us barbers, you know? There's got to be a platform. Yeah. So, as soon as I found out about the hair shows, man, I went to the first one. You know, and honestly, bro, I found out about Curtis Smith right before that. Mm-hmm. And I started following him, and I was like, damn, I want to do what he does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's the one cutting all these celebrities and stuff. Diddy, Usher. The list is long, man. But, my first hair show, I ran into him. You know, I crossed paths with him. And we linked up, exchanged information, and that's it, bro. Like, you just got to, with anything, bro, there's never a right time. There's never going to be a right time. But you could be in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, you got to put yourself out there. Just being in the shop, being behind that chair, and be like, nah, I ain't spending money on that. They ain't paying me to go do that. Like, so what? Yeah. So what? People got to see you, right?
Yeah.
Like, when I got with Exotics, like I said, man, it wasn't about the money. I wasn't getting paid. Till today, I'm not on a payroll.
Mm-hmm.
I love the product. I love Curtis's vision. I respect him to the fullest, and you know what I'm saying? I believe in his vision. Now, what he did do, he gave me a platform. Everybody knew, a lot of people knew who Jessie Lima was because of Facebook and Instagram. Sorry, because of Facebook and MySpace. But when I got into the industry and I got on that stage, and people actually got to see, my first cut that I did at Bronner Brothers, man, and anybody that knows me and that knows this haircut, that koi fish with the color, that was my first time using color. And that was a showstopper. Everybody at that show, bro, every 3 steps I took with my boy, it was like paparazzi. I'm talking about the whole night. And all 3 days, it was crazy, just like that. And that's what gave me that. Then, it was that niche. And I figured out how to use it. And that's what got me where I'm at today.
It's crazy.
It was that defining moment in your career.
Yeah, man, it's taking a risk.
And platform means a lot, man, because now that you talk about that, and I said it earlier, it reached all the way to my school. And we talked about it for like a month. So that's how, that's...
I mean, bro, like, there was a tattoo magazine that came out.
Urban Ink?
Urban Ink, yeah, Urban Ink magazine, appreciate it. Urban Ink magazine. I don't have a tattoo on my body, but I'm in a tattoo magazine because of the designs that I do, because they look like tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Me and along with a couple other big barbers, Kenny Dunk, and you know what I'm saying, a bunch of barbers that ain't even tattooed, but that's another platform. So because of that magazine, bro, I've gotten letters from prison, from inmates that have seen that letter all over the United States. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten phone calls, emails, just random people. Yo, I just seen this article, man. Yo, your work is amazing. Keep it up, bro. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're opening doors for us.
What does that mean to you?
Oh, bro, that's everything to me, man. My like what I wanted to do before I got into all this industry stuff, man. I used to always say that I want everybody to know who Jessie Lima is. I want the world to know what I can do, what I have to bring. It's not about money. You know what I'm saying? None of this is about money to me. Like, I've never chased a dollar in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I want people to know what I can do. We all have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? We all have a vision. We're all put in this earth to do something. And being that people are reaching out to me, and people telling me that I inspire them, that I motivate them, that I help them out in some kind of way. Like, I'm just a helping person, bro. I've been burnt plenty of times because I'm just so cool. Like, anybody that's ever spoke with me or anything, they're like, damn, yo, you're just so cool. Like, you're just so humble. Like, I thought you were gonna be like this or like that, or you look kind of intimidating. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, nah, bro. Like you just gotta be humble, man. You gotta be cool. And I just like to help people, so I share everything. Yeah. Somebody asked me, how do I do this? This is how I do it. Check this out. This is what I use. This is how I use it. I'm gonna share everything with you. I'm not scared to put it all out there for you, because if you're gonna grow from it, it's gonna benefit you in any kind of way. That does something to me internally. Like, it just it lifts me up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just serving my purpose, man. Like, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
And that's honestly, that's the realest. I mean, I was brought into Jessie's shop 8 years ago. This was at a shop we worked at called Eclipse. And they brought me in because the owner didn't really care for Jessie.
Hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt. You guys were at Eclipse?
Yeah.
What?
The original Eclipse.
Yeah, I was like, that in my barber school, that was the shop that everybody wanted to go to Eclipse.
And that's how it was. And that's how it was for me. I mean, Eric came to the school himself to come pick me out because, and he said, hey, listen, I got this barber over there. His name's Jessie Lima. He's like pretty much running my shop, and I need some new blood in there, somebody I can mold myself. And I was like, yo, I got you. Because I already knew who Jessie was. I would go up to kids in my school when I was in high school, when I was in barber school, and be like, yo, let me cut your hair. But no, I go to Jessie. I was like, who is Jessie? I don't care about who Jessie is. So I went in there, and I saw him, and I mugged him as soon as I walked in. I'm like, yo, I'm going to show this dude up. Yeah. So I did a little design, and then he did a design. And I didn't know hair could do that. So it changed everything. I went from swinging my braids around inside the shop to like, let me post up real quick.
That's true, man.
And then he just pulled me aside one day. He's like, hey man, listen, you seem like you really care about what you do, but you're terrible. He said, listen, these are the clippers you need, and just come and watch me, and I'll show you everything you need to know. And I'm like, this dude don't know me from anybody. I'm just some guy. And it's like I see that every time we go to a different city, and every time we go to a different show, that he just he pulls you aside and he singles you out. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, what do you want to learn? What do you want from this? And I mean, I'm talking strangers. He does it for no personal gain. You know what I'm saying? He just does it because that's him. He's like, I've never met another barber that wanted every barber to be better than him. So it's like you really got to respect that.
That's dope. I mean, my personal experience, like I said, I picked up the phone. I didn't know Jesse he didn't know me at all, period. I found his number on Facebook and just gave him a call out of the blue. Hey, what's up? Can I come shadow you? Absolutely, come down.
For a man to reach out to another man, for a barber to take himself, man, barbers got the biggest egos, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We do. You know what I'm saying? We're all the best. We're all better than the next one. So for a barber to take himself to the point to where he can step to another barber and say, yo, can I shadow you?
Yeah.
I mean, yo, anybody ask me, yo, can you help me? Yeah, all day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I respect that. Like I told Chris, from that moment when he called me, I was like, yeah, bro, hell yeah, come through. And as soon as we got off the phone, I told John, I'm like, yo, some dude just called me, told me he want to come and shadow me. Like, I don't even know what to do. He said, yo, I just went on your Facebook page and I just seen your work. Yo, can I come and shadow you? It was just that simple. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, come through, man. And he came through and we were there for a couple hours. I cut his hair, spoke, and like, my doors are open to everybody, bro. Everybody and anybody.
Be careful, bro. You might have a line out your door tomorrow morning.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'll get an assistant. I mean, not for nothing. I train my boy John, man. Like he said, I completely took him under my wing, and in a matter of a month, he was a beast.
Yeah.
He was a beast. And the reason I did it, though, honestly, is because of the passion that I seen that he had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had passion. Like, I seen it in him. I seen, like, okay, he has some style, and he got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have passion for what we do, honestly, I can't mess with you.
Yeah.
You can, I've had people that have asked me, and I'll still help them to an extent, but I don't really go in all the way because I know he just wants it just for the hell of it, just to make a quick buck, man. Because there's some barbers out there, man, and honestly, like, it is what it is. Maybe it's the wrong thing to say, but I don't respect barbers like that at all.
So that's an alley-oop for our next question.
It absolutely
Yeah.
is.
hey.
Just put it on the tee. So, literally, I mean, that just perfect segue. I was on Instagram the other day, and I showed Bazio, and one of your team members from Team Exotics, Danny Amamorian, posted a picture. And on that picture, on the comment, it says, "Passion is so key in leading and creating excellence that I will hire passion over talent every time."
Yo.
Now, as somebody who's managed shops, owned a shop, what do you prefer in a potential barber that you might hire? Passion or talent?
Man, look, when it comes to talent, some people are just born with it, right? Some people just naturally get it. Like, some people could just grab a clipper and just make it happen. Passion is not something that you just, like either you have passion or you don't. So, like, yeah, me, it's all about passion. When you have somebody that has passion, and if he can't cut, yo, he can learn.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Some people learn faster than others, but he can learn. Like this, I always tell people, like, yo, it's easy to cut hair. I think it's real easy. It's common sense. It's not rocket science. It's just simple, bro. You grab one guard bigger than the other, and little by little, you cut it down. You take out the line. Like, I think it's simple. And I've taught a lot of people. Man, I remember being in high school, and one of my closest friends, bro, I used to cut my own hair every 2 days, 3 days. You know what I mean? And I just got tired of it one day, and I grabbed my best friend. I was like, listen, here's his clippers. Do what I tell you. And I held the mirror and told him what to do, and he faded me up, and then he started cutting hair. And he became a barber, not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to do that. But passion, man, passion over talent all day, bro. Character over talent all day.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're looking for barbers, a lot of talented barbers are arrogant.
Yeah.
And they're the hardest to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
those talented barbers, if you're a real talented barber, you know what I'm saying, own your own barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's just you in the barbershop. Because at the end of the day, like, if you're trying to hire a barber and you're only looking for talent, you're trying to find the easy way out. But there's something that Les Brown says it all the time, man. When you always look for the easy way out, man, it always ends up being a lot harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's real. And that's something that we've experienced as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to say that me and Bazio, you know, we're what, on the fourth shop pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we've hired, and I think in 3.5 years, we have fired one person. One. We don't
one
fire.
Or two. One,
yeah.
No. One. Yeah.
We don't really fire. Once you make your bed with somebody, you got to mold them and work with them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, not getting away from the subject. Something that we learned from, we had to learn as we opened up the second one and the third one, is that you can't teach passion, and you can't or character,
yeah.
or you know, like you said, those talented barbers, arrogant. They just you can't work with them.
Mm-hmm.
They can't take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And in this game, you have to be humble. You have to be willing to adjust.
When you have both talent
And passion.
and character and passion,
That's dangerous.
you get Jessie Lima.
You also get Basio, because this guy right here is a beast. This man, this guy's a beast. From this show to his YouTube to his haircuts, I remember when I first started talking to Chris, and Chris was always like, "Yo, you gotta check out my boy Basio. You gotta check him out." And whenever I did come by the shop, Basio was over there all in the cut, kind of shy, quiet. Hey, throw 2 fingers
I
up
was
real quick,
starstruck,
and that's
man.
it. Just quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the man's a beast, you know.
I appreciate that, man.
Nah, no problem, bro. That passion, you see it.
That's what's up. So Jesse,
Yeah.
what makes a real barber to you?
Passion. You know what I'm saying? Passion. I mean, real barber to me is somebody that likes to help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? A barber is not just somebody that cuts hair. A barber is somebody that could build a barbershop, that could have a place to give other people, to bring people up. You know what I'm saying? To open doors for other people, to build their financials. That all around somebody, a person that can help people.
Let me ask you a
Yeah,
question,
yeah,
Jesse,
yeah.
not to cut you off, but
Go ahead.
you ever get those clients that say, "I don't even come for you for a haircut"?
Yeah, what? Say that
You
again?
ever get those clients that say to you, "I don't even come for you for a haircut.
Oh yeah.
I come to you because every time I leave your chair, I'm a little bit better
Yeah.
as a person."
All day, bro.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I've had clients cry in the chair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've had clients cry in the chair, and I ain't gonna lie, I choked up with them too. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, like we hear the craziest stuff, man, and just some, people, everybody goes through it, man. We go through it. I go through it. You know, just the other day I experienced that. And as soon as he left, while in the chair after everything, he was like, "Yo, thank you." And then after he left, he texted me again. He's like, "Yo, man, for real, I really appreciate you. Not because of the haircut, but your conversation, what you told me."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think barbers are here, and we're meant to help people, not just cut their hair. You know what I'm saying? Even when we cut their hair, we're helping them. We boost their, you know what I'm saying? We boost their confidence. We make them feel good. How many times have you seen a client come in with their head down and leave the shop with their head up?
Yeah.
You know?
That's real.
That's true. Me and Chris were talking about that last week, how barbers aren't respected. And like you said, I mean, we're leaders of the community.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
We're
sir.
involved in everything that goes on in the community. We touch everyone from all walks of life that are in the
Yeah.
community.
And if you're a barber listening to this, you need to realize that, man. You need to figure that out.
Your influence is huge.
It is, and like Jesse said earlier, it's our fault why that is, why the perception is like that. So I'm hoping that these podcasts are helping you realize that, and as a culture, as an industry, that we're upholding our responsibility. I mean, we are those influencers in our communities.
Mhm.
So
What's next for Jessie Lima?
Oh man, there's so much going on, bro. Like, I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy. I'm always all over the place. I'm one of the people that I always have an idea. My wife hates it when I come with her, "Babe, I just thought of not again."
Sounds like Basio. Sounds like Basio.
that's my
I
wife,
come with,
man.
"Yo, John, am I lying, bro? Like, for real, man? Like,
He's working on about like 50 projects right now, and there's like 30 in his head that he hasn't told anybody.
Yeah, man. I get
and
it.
to be honest, man, I half-ass all of them because I'm trying to do all of them at one time. Eventually, there's gonna be this big old conglomerate of Jessie Lima projects. You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna come out one day. But no, I mean, right now, I kind of there's been a bunch of shows that I've been missing right now in the beginning of the year, and I kind of stepped back a little bit to just to refocus on some other stuff. I want to open up my own barbershop right now. The Sixth Element, that's my brand that I came out with, man, about 12 years ago.
Oh yeah, since
you know,
beginning.
and I branded myself the Sixth Element, and I want to open up a shop. You know what I'm saying? Like I've helped other people build their shops, and I've partnered before, and you know, I've had my own shop before, but it was a partnership twice, and it's cool, but I'm trying to do my own lane, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my own little thing, and even though it's kind of weird because people be like, yeah, but you're already doing stuff, you're already there, you're already so successful. Man, like, look, something that I've learned, and really, bro, I'm just self-growing as it goes, and I'm always a learning person, but, true success, unless you're successful at everything in your life, you're not successful. So yeah, I can say with 100% confidence, man, in the barbershop, I'm a success. 100%, bro. Like I can't grow anymore unless I charge more. Like I think that's the only way I could step up to another level, and I just did that. So I gotta wait a year. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wait a little bit just so they don't think I'm getting greedy. Yeah. But you know, we always have to grow as people. I feel like I gotta be a better husband, a better father. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I gotta do the barbershop thing. I gotta, you know, like I said, man, I'm all over the place, bro. I'm just trying to build everything. So where do I see myself, man? I see myself right here. I definitely see myself with you guys. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely local, man. I respect you guys a lot. So anything that I could do to help y'all with whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Just like I tell everybody, anybody listening to this right now, if there's any way I can help y'all, listen, all you got to do is reach out to me. My number is 813-516-9004. Shoot me a text, bro. Real talk, man.
I just saved that number.
Podcast. I saved it. I was like, I have it. You got it? You lock it in?
I locked it in, baby.
Sure.
Since you mentioned it, Jesse, Sixth Element, I think it's pretty dope. Can you explain to people the meaning behind Sixth Element?
Well, some people argue it, right? But so I grew up inspired by hip hop. You know, my brother used to break dance. I had cousins that used to do graffiti, and this was like when the hip hop first started. You know what I'm saying? Early '70s. Late 70s, early 80s. And, you know, everything my brother did, I wanted to do. So I used to break dance. I used to do graffiti. Like I was real inspired by hip hop. And, you know, there's 4 physical elements of hip hop. But if you go by the books and by what KRS wanted to say, there's 5 elements of hip hop. So that's break dancing, MCing, DJing, graphing, and then the knowledge of hip hop is the 5th element, man. So the element that's missing when it comes to hip hop is the barber element, man. We are the 6th element. Yes, you know, without us, hip hop industry, the hip hop culture wouldn't have the look that it has, the image that it has. When you think about hip hop and you think about barbers, you think about Tupac with the juice. You think about Kid and Play with the high top. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the designs in the head. It's the urban style barbers. Yeah. You know, and that's pretty much the whole meaning behind the 6th element.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's the urban style
The craziest thing to me is 12 years ago you came up with that. We wasn't even thinking about branding in the barber industry, bro. Like branding wasn't even a thing. That's dope, man. It's vision.
When I moved up here from Miami, I knew that I had to separate myself.
Yeah.
I had to stand out from the rest. So a lot of it comes from a real close friend of mine that helped me come up with the whole 6th element thing and the image and the logos and all that. You know, one of my best friends and my graphic designer and you know, he's into that whole marketing thing. He was like, yo, you need to brand yourself. And real talk, man, like I could easily say that I was definitely one of the first barbers that started branding himself, you know, and that's what helped me stand out from the rest. Like, yo, I moved to Tampa, and in 3 short months I had a clientele as big as I had in Miami that I had for 7 years, and it was clients that were my homeboys and their homeboys because I started cutting hair in middle school. You know, so I came up here where nobody knows me. In 3 months, I'm cutting everybody. Everybody knew who Jessie Lima was. You know, so I mean, you gotta brand yourself, man. If any barbers out there listening, man, find out a way to brand yourself. And it doesn't mean that necessarily you have to come up with a cool name for yourself, or like I did with the 6th element and stuff, man. But 6th element is my brand, but Jessie Lima is also my brand too. You know, you can use your name.
like you said in a lot of your classes, the way you did a lot of that too was with your designs, because that made you stand out in the shop.
Yeah, I found my niche. I found my niche, and at the time, I was the only barber in the shop doing designs. So I'll take advantage of that. You want to keep on passing other customers, send me the money. But eventually, the barbers caught on and they wanted to learn, and I'll teach them. And that's something about me too, man, and something that I'll say on the podcast, bro. If you're a barber, it doesn't matter if you own the shop or you don't own the shop, but if you're the main barber in the shop, like there is out there, and you're the main guy, you're the busiest dude, you're the best barber in there, haircut wise, bro, teach the other barbers. Be proud of the place you work at. It doesn't matter that you're paying booth rent. Be proud of the place you work at. If your whole team grows, you grow. Yeah. And that's definitely one of my biggest success that helped me grow the most, because every shop I ever worked at, bro, I treated it like it was mine. Yeah. Every barber in there, I'll teach them. When John was saying that Eric went to the school to recruit, I used to teach Eric used to get carried away with it because he would hire barbers left and right. It ain't matter. Like when I started working, it ain't matter if they could cut. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sit you next to Jessie. Jessie gonna teach you. I'm like, I appreciate it for asking me, but whatever it is, I'll teach them. I help them out. I just enjoy teaching.
And that goes so much further than just the shop. Like you said, it affects your shop. You grow, your team grows. But like you said, when people reach out to you that aren't part of your shop, you help them. The industry gets better. And if the industry gets better and stronger, it only helps you. Because if they're able to charge more and they're able to be respected as barbers the way we should be, it only helps everybody.
Definitely, man. If we all come together, we could fix that little dilemma where we can't charge what we want to charge. You know what I'm saying? But all we got to do is get together.
Absolutely.
We just get together and make it happen. We set a standard for ourselves.
So a question for John. I'm hearing all these nuggets, all these bars from Jessie. I know you started. How long have you been cutting hair?
8 years now.
8 years now. What has that done for your career? Being with somebody like him with his vision and teaching the things that he teaches.
Well, he's honestly the mold of my career. Everything I thought barbering was changed the day he started teaching me. I guess I kind of came into this thinking that, okay, I'm going to go to school for like a little bit, then I'll work at a shop for like 6 months, and I'll open up a shop. And that was kind of like the end of the road. Like, it was going to be open up a shop, and then that's it. I didn't know, just like Jessie at one point, I didn't know if there was hair shows. I thought the products were coming from factories, and we'll never connect with these people. They just sell me stuff, I go pick it up, and I buy it, and that's it. And then, everything kind of changed past that point. Barbering, I don't want to be cliche and tell you barbering changed my life, but the t-shirts aren't just t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? The DVD's isn't just a DVD. It really is. I'm a dude who came out of barber school kind of knowing what I like what I thought I knew what I was doing. And now I've been across the country. I've sat in over 20 different classes listening to this guy connect with people, you know what I'm saying? So I guess really what barbering has done for me is it's given me a second life, you know what I'm saying? Because you're always going to be who you are in your personal life, but this has not only given me so much from a professional aspect, but it's brought into my personal life, you know what I'm saying? Keep it real, Jessie is not my mentor. Jessie is not my, he's not the barber that I seek to. Jessie is my actual best friend, you know what I'm saying? I talk to Jessie more at barbecues than we do actually at the barbershop, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Because it's like I think that's what barbering has done for me, is it's made me want to grow more as a person. I think a lot of people, like Jessie said, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of there's a bit of arrogance when it comes to these talented barbers. And I think that's the two differences when it comes to barbers, is you have talented barbers and you have skilled barbers. Like, I'd like to consider myself a skilled barber because I didn't come into this amazing, you know what I'm saying? But I was given the opportunity to learn a skill. And now I'm so appreciative of it because I see what I'm able to do now and what I wasn't able to do back then. And I think that's what makes it so great, because it's all a big circle. Barbers deserve a good income, but customers deserve a great product. And when Jessie is out here teaching us, that balance is coming out. You know what I'm saying? You're getting barbers that are getting paid more, and you're getting customers that are looking great. You know, there's less and less. You know, I mean, you know, you're always gonna have that faction of people that don't know where they're going to get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the more exposure that he's giving to it, and you know, he's implementing that mindset into people like me, into people like Adrian. Like I said, I knew Adrian when he was 14 years old, sweeping us at the barbershop. And you know, he was just some kid that would ride with me to the mall. And I mean, I'm asking Adrian now, like, yo, hey man, was that like, how did you do that? Show me that again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's awesome, is because Adrian, you know, people don't know these people like Jessie and like Adrian until you're close to them, and you realize that they're not entities, they're people. You know what I'm saying? They go home to their kids and they feel that sense of humbleness, because we all at some point came from our own level of, lack of a better term, our own level of nothing, and now we have this. And it's like, why not share this gift? And the more he does it, the more it inspires people to want to do it. And it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Jessie, you know, talk to kids about doing better in school. And that's what a barber is. It's the counselor of the community. And Jessie's taken that from being the counselor of the neighborhood to the counselor of the barber neighborhood. And that's kind of really how barbering has kind of like affected me, because it's taken me from being a better barber to being a better person, to being a better friend, to just really just wanting to better connect with people.
To becoming a businessman.
Bazio, I don't know about you, bro, but I'm so glad we got an extra mic. I mean, I'm glad we brought you in, bro.
For real, man. Support this guy, John, and his brand. How you say coiffeur? Coiffeur. That's dope, bro. That's vision. You got to support guys like this, man.
Appreciate that.
So.
My guy mentioned something about he talks to Jessie more outside the barbershop. Excuse me.
That's crazy.
Than he does in. And that's something that me and Bazio have tried to instill within our barbershop since day one. And that, at least here, it's not really, you don't see it too much. Like Jessie said, it's more people cutting each other off at the knees. Barbers coming in, I pay my rent, I do my thing, I'm out. And from what I've heard in Bazio, the dudes in Cali got it on lock. We are a family. Like, I consider the barbers in my shop family, and I try to instill that in all the shops. I wish y'all can get together with us. Bazio knows when we get together, I mean, we get together for a barbecue. It's dope.
I've seen the videos.
Wives, kids, we're a family. And I wish more people did that. Sorry, I had to mention that.
No, man, look, at the end of the day, we spend more time with each other than we do with our own family.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? We spend more time with each other than with our own kids, with our wife. Like, you know, so we definitely have to treat each other with that type of respect. And that's the only way that we could always be successful, and the business could be successful, and it could keep on growing. You know?
Most definitely. And just to throw something in, I had a client. This is something that you can learn from your clients too, man. This is a guy who's super successful, man. Super successful. And I remember one time, you know, he was telling me about his team, and I'm like, you know, he works at a car dealership, a big car dealership. And I was like, how is your team so successful? I was like, Chris, one of the things I always ask leaders in my company, I asked them, do you know what his kid's name is? Do you know his wife's name?
Yep.
You don't. That's why he don't follow you.
That's real.
Because you don't care about him as much as you do about yourself. So, you know, it's that really, you know, touched home to me. And hearing the way that John talks about you, Jessie, that just makes it even
family.
It's crazy, man. It's just
that's what it's about.
That's what it's about, man. That's what this. We can do this for the industry.
And yo, like you said, bro, your clients, man, like yo, let your clients in.
Yeah.
If you make your clients part of your family too, bro, you'll be forever successful. You'll have that forever long-term clientele when you have that forever long-term money. And like when I raised the prices on my haircuts, my clients were like, about time. You know what I'm saying? Like telling me like, bro, I'll pay whatever.
You won't believe that.
That's exactly what his responses
and if you're listening, you might be like, yeah, right. Yo, I haven't even talked to Jessie about this. That's what happened to me. And I was so scared to ask my clients. I did it all through email and text, bro. Yo, I was so scared. This is new to me. I never seen anything like this before. I'm just trying to, emulate some of the guys in the industry, and I sent out that mass text. I sent out that mass email, and I kept getting emails back. It's about time. It's about time. Now I could finally get in without booking a week in advance. And little did I know that wasn't true. It got worse.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's dope. That's dope. So let's talk about Kimbo.
Oh man, what's there to talk about, bro? Like, that's embarrassing, bro. Like, I tell people I'm from Tampa now.
You don't claim 305 no more? 305 is out? You don't claim it?
813.
Yeah, I tried to say that the dude got knocked out. And everybody looked at me like, are you crazy? Everybody started snapping on me. I thought we were going to get killed, bro.
His heart stopped. It stopped.
That's crazy.
The dude died.
That's crazy.
That's how out of shape he was. I think it was an embarrassment for mixed martial arts, honestly.
I've never heard of anybody dying from cuddling. So that's what they were doing, bro. They were cuddling. Yo, the first 30 seconds, they were just laying. Kimbo jumped on top of him and straddled them, bro. Come on, like.
The funniest part to me was the ref. He kept looking at him like, y'all got to get up and fight. Get up
and he was getting arrogant. He was getting pissed, man. He was like, yo, do something in this position. Do something. Like,
come on, you're right on top of it.
The commentators, man, I felt bad for those commentators. I mean, they were reaching to the bottom of the barrel. They were trying to find anything to say. The dude at one point was like, Kimbo, you're in full mount. Just throw 2 punches and the fight's over. Throw 2 punches and the fight's over.
Like, nothing beat the post interview when they're like, yo, man, so, like, what do you dedicate this fight to? He's like, it's just hard work, man. I was
Yo,
like, oh my gosh.
You read my mind, bro. I was like, what hard work?
Have you ever heard a stronger boo in any sport, fight, anything, than those first, like, 30, 40 seconds, bro? Like, it was just boo.
I don't know,
That's
man.
all you heard.
I don't know, Jesse, because you're from Miami. Basio's also a fan, but I'm a Heat fan. In those LeBron years, we heard a lot of boos.
Yeah.
A lot of boos.
Yeah, but...
You know what we're booing at a lot in the shop? Who's that girl that Holly Holmes beat? Because I forgot her name.
Ronda
Rousey.
Yeah, that's her name.
About
Ronda
to
Rousey.
commit suicide.
Really? Really?
Oh, yeah.
She's saying she can't fight ever again?
Why?
Because she lost.
Yeah,
She's
I saw her one of her most recent interviews in like Ellen, and yeah, she was talking about how she wanted to commit suicide, and it's like I guess, I mean, I kind of understand, the whole, when you finally get defeated, you know what I'm saying, that you feel this level that you can't accomplish anything else, but I mean, she took it to like the next level, talking about she can't eat applesauce for like 6 months and stuff like that.
Hell?
Like, she's just surviving on like the dew of gecko leaves and stuff. I don't know.
And here's my thing. There was a meme that said it all. I remember watching her last like 3 fights, and she was such an asshole.
Yes.
Like, she wouldn't shake her opponent's hands after she knocked them out or just almost killed them. She wouldn't even shake their hands. Now you lose, and you really
Character, man.
Character.
I mean, hey, like he said.
You know what I'm saying? Passion.
Like he said, if you can't get back up after you get knocked down, I wouldn't be a barber anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I messed up some people, bro. Some of you guys out there in headlines know, JP had to help me out. I messed up. I zeked some people up in the beginning. We all have. But you got to get up, dust yourself off, and pick up the clippers again.
Yeah, you can't. For sure. You can never become really great if you can't get through those ups and those downs, those trials and tribulations. That's how you become great.
Without failure, there's no success.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple.
So.
Good.
So that's it. That's the Barber Session episode 2. Jessie Lima, and I just want to shout out, quick plug in. Please subscribe to this guy's YouTube channel. He's got phenomenal content. Obviously, you guys have heard the vision and stuff. So make sure you go check out John's Line Coiffure. And how do you spell that real quick?
KWAFER. We're on Instagram, coiffure.com. Find us everywhere.
Dope clothing line.
Oh yeah.
Signing out from Headline Studios.
The Barber Session.